Aw, cool! A new YouTube comment! You can't even play PS5 because the controllers have drift problems. Drift problems? Hey, is this the internet? Yeah, I would like to completely blow things out of proportion. What is up, everybody? It's your boy, the Phototron! And today, let's talk about the recent news that IGN just posted about the DualSense drift issues. Is the PS5 having drift issues? Let's get into it. Alright, for those of you who don't know what's going on, recently, a US law firm by the name of Chemicals, Schwartz, Kreiner, and Donaldson Smith, LLP, or for short, CSK&D, is investigating the possibility of there being a class action lawsuit against Sony for the DualSense controller having drift issues. If that sounds familiar, currently right now, Nintendo is having a class action lawsuit filed against it for the Joy-Con drift issue problem. So the Joy-Cons, which are the side remotes that connect to the Nintendo Switch, have been known to have an issue with the joysticks where they tend to start drifting without any input being put into them. So when you're playing a game and you're not touching the little joysticks, it'll act as if you're pressing all the way left or all the way right or in some kind of direction. And they call this drifting or drift issue.
Drift? What do you mean, drift?
So this law firm, CSK&D, is already filing that lawsuit against Nintendo. And right now they're kind of looking into, they haven't filed anything yet, they're currently looking into the possibility of Sony having the same issue with the DualSense controller. So I've personally looked into this and I've looked on the Reddit thread DualSense drift issue, and it only seems to be a few people that are reporting this issue. Does that mean that all of the PS5s have controllers that have drifting problems? No, of course not. I have my DualSense controller, I haven't had a single drifting problem with it, and neither have any of the people that I know that personally have a PlayStation 5. Does that mean that there's absolutely no possibility of this happening? No, of course not. Let's put that in perspective. So Sony just recently announced they've sold roughly about 5 million PS5s since launch. Maybe let's be conservative and let's say scalpers have 20% of that 5 million. So that's about 1 million units. So let's say actually 4 million are out there in people's actual hands. So let's imagine that right now 100,000 people have this drifting issue. Sounds like a lot, right? But when you take that 100,000 people and divide it by the 4 million total people that have PS5s right now, that works out to about 2%. So what that means is 2% of the DualSense 5 controllers potentially have this drifting issue. Again, this is just speculation, these are not exact facts, this is just to bring up a point. Right now when I go on that Reddit, there's only about 3 to 5 people actually reporting this issue. A lot of people are just putting in their opinion about the controller and the quality of the joysticks on it and just going back and forth. There's not a lot of hard evidence that people are actually experiencing this issue. But this console just released. In my opinion, I think it should have been waited to be released, same with the Xbox Series X, in the fall of 2021 rather than the fall of 2020. Honestly, all of these units are probably still under warranty and can still get replaced through Sony through normal warranty means. And I know what a lot of you are thinking.
Well, it should launch perfect. Like, there should be no reason for these to have these kind of problems.
And I hate to break it to you, no consumer electronics company can ever sell you anything and guarantee that you will never have problems with it. Those products just don't exist. And I know you might be thinking of 100 examples of products that you've never had a problem with, but someone has had a problem with that product somewhere down the line. For an example, if you just do a Google search for Xbox controller problem, you will find tons of results of people having problems with their Xbox controllers. Does that mean that there's a problem with Xbox controllers? No, because there's a failure rate for every kind of product. So every product has some kind of failure rate no matter how low or how high it was. Think about the Xbox 360s with the red ring of death. Think about the original PS3s that also had overheating issues. All electronics have problems. And that brings me to my next point. Is bashing these companies on social media a good thing? No. What we should be doing is focusing our efforts and highlighting the people that are actually having these problems. These companies should be taking care of customers when they're outside of that 1-year warranty period. And a lot of these console manufacturers only warranty the accessories for 90 days. So what that means is your PS5 or Xbox might have a 1-year warranty, but your controller only has a 90-day warranty. And a lot of people, because those consoles just released November 12th, which is about 90 days ago, are soon going to be out of warranty for their accessories. I don't think that's right. I think these companies should include the controller as part of the console, and that should be covered during the 1-year limited warranty. And for things that they know are a problem with manufacturing, they should take care of it for a period after the unit is out of warranty. I think that would be the right thing to do. If you know you made the thing faulty, you should take care of your customers by offering a free repair or a free replacement. I think all the different companies, Sony, Microsoft, can learn a thing from Nintendo. So the way that Nintendo handled their Joy-Con issue was not the right way to do things. They kind of just wished that it would kind of blow over and people would forget about it and they could just dust it under the rug. Didn't happen. People were making a loud enough noise, and then it got recognized and class action lawsuits were filed, and that is why Nintendo's opened up an extended repair program for their Joy-Cons. And in some cases, they'll actually refund you for any money that you spent to repair your Joy-Con. So I think that's one plus about elevating these kinds of issues, but don't blow it out of proportion, and don't lie, and don't make up stories, and don't say like, oh, my DualSense is having the same issue too, when it's not. You gotta remember another fact too. People are terrible with their technology. So I'm not saying you in particular or all people, I'm just saying a large majority of people are terrible with their products. People don't keep them nice, people don't upkeep their stuff or keep them in good condition. Don't negate that fact too, that people are terrible with their products sometimes. But that's not the problem. What we need to do is keep raising awareness when there's a legitimate issue and respectfully inform the manufacturer and let them have a chance to do the right thing. When they don't do the right thing or they choose not to do the right thing, that's when we need to speak up. A great example of this is when Microsoft raised their price for Xbox Gold. Nobody was happy with that, nobody thought that was cool, and people lost their minds. And once they raised awareness and it was a bunch of bad PR from Microsoft, guess what they did? They rolled back that price and said, sorry.
We're sorry.
That's a great example of how we could change things for the better and do it positively. You don't have to lose your mind. You don't have to bash talk a bunch of companies. Just do it right. Raise awareness when it's a legitimate issue. And I think that'll be the best thing for all of us. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me. I just wanted to make this quick video on this topic because I saw people were kind of blowing it out of proportion and I wanted to throw some facts at everybody. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a like or a comment, or please subscribe if you haven't already. It really means a lot. I'm super stoked to be past 600 subs and on my way to my first 1,000 subscribers. So thank you all for that so much. I really do appreciate all of you. You make it worth doing. If you haven't already, follow me on Twitch. I'm at www.twitch.tv/JimmyFornitron. And yeah, that's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna head out of here. Just do me one more favor. Have yourselves a great day. Cheers, everybody.